What is up guys, and welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. You may have noticed, recently I've taken a step back from Escape from Tarkov and I haven't been streaming or making as much content for the game. Tarkov is currently going through one of the longest wipes it has had in years, which has given an unprecedented number of players the opportunity to reach the end game, players who normally would never have enough time to reach this point before the game resets. In my opinion, this is great, and I hope that all of those players are having a good time seeing all of the cool things that they can unlock at higher level traders that they never normally gain access to. The Escape from Tarkov 0.14 wipe has definitely been the best in terms of gameplay since I started playing the game. The recoil changes made at the start of the wipe made it so that every caliber in the game had a place and that every weapon was good if you used it in the way it was designed to be used in real life. It led to so many unique weapon builds, with the majority of players running realistically modded weapons for the first time I have seen since I started playing the game. Think back to early wipe. We had players running all classes of weapons in every raid. There were shotgun players, people running SMGs, light machine guns and assault rifles in every raid. Every fight felt different because you had to play both into your own weapon strengths while simultaneously using your opponent's weapons' weaknesses against them. We had extremely aggressive AS Val players trying to close the gap, MP7 enjoyers doing the same thing, M4A1 users holding down the mid-range engagements, people posted up with DMRs like the SVD and the SR25 watching the long-range sightlines. The game felt incredible because there was so much variety in people's playstyles and gear sets. The changes made early wipe led strongly into what makes Tarkov such a fun and unique game. Every raid felt completely different, every weapon felt usable and like it had a place in the meta, and every playstyle felt valid. Fast forward 6 months into the wipe and we're at a completely different position. At the start of the wipe, BSG made some changes to the armor system. He agreed that the armor system at the start of 0.14 was busted, unfun, and unimmersive. After a few months of the community complaining, spearheaded by streamers like Tiggs, BSG updated the hitboxes and the new armor system was fixed and became much more fun and immersive, even if it was a little bit less realistic. It makes for a better game overall. Sadly, these most recent changes to the armor system, combined with some more silly changes BSG made early wipe, have led the game to the most stale meta I have ever seen. Currently, the game has the least weapon variety. Almost every caliber is completely useless, only 4 weapons are being used, and every single fight feels exactly the same. How many players have you seen just this week who are running an MDR, an SA58, a spear, or an MCX? That's why BSG decided that with the plate armor system, that high penetration ammo was too overpowered, and that it should be heavily restricted from traders. Since then, the hitboxes were changed. Because of this, you either have to hit face shots or completely destroy an armor plate in order to damage the PMC behind it. The problem is that we have no access to any ammos that can actually penetrate the plates. The old hitboxes, it was likely that around like 5.56 M855A1 for example, could 2-tap a PMC to the chest. This wouldn't have been fun to anyone, so they removed M855A1 from the traders and made it a craft only. M855A1 is not even considered a high penetration ammo, and it is in fact the 3rd best bullet in its caliber. With the new armor system, it is very common to hit a PMC 20 plus times in the 4x with M855A1 and they still don't drop dead. That is a ridiculous number of shots to survive of any caliber. I truly believe that even 9mm ammo should kill someone if you hit them 20 times in the heart and lungs area. The Tarkov community are not stupid, and so they will not force themselves to use terrible ammo when they have access to things like 308 M80, M62, and the new SIG Fury ammos, like the hybrid ammo. Why would anyone try to use an M4 or a HK when they take 20 to 30 shots to kill someone, when they could just buy M80, M62, or hybrid ammo, which they have easier access to, and drop someone in a fraction of the shots? Why doesn't BSG ever consider the effect that changes they make to the game will have on the gameplay? It was very obvious that if every player got extremely strong armor that covers their entire torso, that we would need access to higher penetration ammos again in order to be able to deal with that. I want to reiterate that the problem we are currently having is the lack of ammo and definitely not the new armor system. The new system is an objective improvement to what we had early wipe, and I am just asking to be given back ammo that is capable of dealing with these changes. We need a lot of bullets to be added back to the traders. I haven't looked too deeply into what is and isn't missing, but here is a quick list of bullets entirely off the top of my head that I believe we need to be added back to traders, at least in time for the next wipe. This list includes 9x39 SP6, 4.6x30 FMJ, that's the MP7 ammo. Needing 5.56x45 M855A1 to be added back as a purchase and not only as a craft. We definitely need 5.45x39 BP and 7.62x39 BP, and I also believe they should reduce the recoil of all weapons firing 7.62x39 bullets. And finally, I think we should also get 7.62x54 rimmed SNB ammo to also be added back to traders. None of these ammos are the best in their caliber, but all of them are capable of doing some damage against level 5 armor. If these ammos alone were added back to the traders, the weapon variety would immediately and dramatically increase. Just like during the early wipe, you would once again see players using weapons like the AK-74, the AS-VAL and VSS, M4A1, the HK-416, the Mutant, the AKM, the AK-12, the SVD, the MP7, the SCAR-L, the AK-74U Krink, and even the AUG would all be popular weapons again. Make at least one, and usually multiple weapons from each class viable again. I know that every wipe there are usually a couple weapons that leave the others behind and become most popular. But for every wipe that I have played at least, these were never the only viable weapons. There was the M4 meta, and then there was the Mutant meta, and every raid would have at least one guy using these weapons, you could be sure of it. But that's not what we have now. What we have now is every single player in every single lobby running the same 4 guns. I don't even bother looting PMCs half the time anymore, they never have anything interesting. It's always that MDR with M62 ammo. I am truly bored of fighting a guy at mid-range who is using an MDR with M62. Are you? BSG, please, are you able to explain to me how it is fun to not play the game for 8 hours just to be able to craft enough 5.56 ammo to be able to run an M4 for only 1 hour? And even after all that time spent crafting, what you get is only a mid-tier bullet that can't even penetrate the armor of enemies anyway. I am certain that adding these ammos back to the trader will improve the gameplay experience of every player, and every playstyle too. It will dethrone the MDR and spear meta that has completely overtaken the entire game and every server. The game has so many cool weapons and attachments, and early wipe, all of them were used. We need to go back to that gameplay loop. Okay guys, thank you for watching and listening to what I have to say. Do you agree with me, or do you think that these ammos should stay restricted? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and maybe a subscribe. I make Escape from Tarkov content every day. Oh, see ya!